Hi, my name is Nicola Jerson and welcome to my fourth book critique. The first book I'll be critiquing is Duke Ellington, the Piano Prince and His Orchestra. The author is Andrea Davis Pinkney and the illustrator is Brian Pinkney. The awards are the Caldecott Medal and Coretta Scott King Award. The genres are multicultural and biography. The reading levels are 1st to 5th grade. When Duke Ellington was just a boy, he wanted nothing to do with playing piano. He would rather be out playing baseball. Several years later, he tried playing piano again. He found that the piano had many sounds, and just like that, he had an interest in piano playing. Duke started to compose his own melodies. He formed a band called the Washingtonians. The Washingtonians began performing at some hangouts in Harlem. This included the Cotton Club. When they performed at the Cotton Club, they changed their name from the Washingtonians to Duke Ellington and His Orchestra. I chose this book because I enjoy writing songs, and Duke also writes his own songs, and we both typically put them to music on the piano. And I also think that students always enjoy hearing about the interests of their teachers. The first lesson I have is a first grade science lesson. The objective is students will create musical instruments using materials that will vibrate to make sounds. After reading the story, the teacher will discuss how sound is created to make music. Together as a class, we're going to brainstorm a list of items that can be found around the classroom that can make sounds when vibrated with something else. We're using critical thinking when we're brainstorming. The students will work in small groups to create their instruments, and working in small groups is using collaboration. The students are asked to create some music and record it, and we're using creativity when we're creating the music. The teacher will then put them all together, and we will have a concert that will be shared with their families. And this is using communication by bringing what we have done in class back home, and we're sharing it with the families. The second lesson I have is a first grade computer science lesson, also known as technology. The objective is students will learn how music was created through time. The teacher will first discuss with the class that a long time ago there were no computers or musical instruments. Just like how the students created instruments with the items found in the classroom, people from early civilizations created music using what was found around them in nature. Working together as a class, we're going to create a chart of what items they could use in nature that might create music. The teacher will continue to talk about how eventually musical instruments were built, and that is how we usually enjoy the music we listen to today. However, music is also created now with the help of technology. Students will be asked to create music using this link, musictechteacher.com. So I have the link up here. And so here's the keyboard, and students will get to play around with the music. And also if we scroll down, we have a list of songs, let's say Frere Jacques. If they want to see the notes appear, they press the blue button. If they want them to disappear, the purple button. To play the music is the green button, and to stop it is the red button. The students can also play the song on the keyboard here, and I will have a chart printed out of the keyboard here with notes on it so that the students know what notes to play. The families will also be encouraged to create musical instruments at home and record their own concert for the children to watch together in the classroom. The second book I'll be critiquing is Dancing Hands, how Teresa Carreño played the piano for President Lincoln. The author is Margarita Engel, and the illustrator is Rafael Lopez. The awards are the Pura Belpre Award, and the genre is biography. The reading level is 2nd to 4th grade. Starting from when Teresa Carreño was a little girl, she loved playing the piano. Music cheered her up when she felt sad. When she felt happy, the music matched her joy. Quickly enough, she was writing her own music and performing in grand cathedrals. Soon, a revolution in Venezuela forced her and her family to flee to the United States. Teresa felt lonely. She was in an unfamiliar place, and very few people spoke Spanish. There was also a war going on in the United States, the Civil War. Teresa kept playing the piano, and it brought people together. She eventually became famous. She was known as the talented piano girl. One day she got a letter from President Abraham Lincoln. He asked her to please come and play for him and his family. Teresa went to play for him, and she was able to bring joy to him and his family during the troubling times. And I chose this book because I love playing piano, and just like Teresa, music makes me feel alive. Alright. Thank you so much for listening to my 4th book critique.